Hey guys, this is a 1998 Toyota Landcruiser 100 Series Limited. It's a JDM right-hand drive. By now you can probably tell by the engine sound that it's a diesel. You can see the wheels on this are not OEM. I think that's the only thing on this vehicle that's not OEM. Everything else is original Toyota. Even the rain guards on the windows are original Toyota. For some reason, very few Toyota Landcruisers were made with a diesel engine, even in Japan. It's really hard to find these things, especially in good condition, low mileage. This one only has like 54,000 miles on it. I think it's like 89,000 kilometers. Very, very, very clean vehicle. Everything is original. No dents, no dings. Paint is perfect. Sorry about the front. It's summertime in Florida, so it's hard to keep the bugs off. You can see some bugs. I drove it last night, probably for about a couple miles, and that's what you get. All the glass is Toyota. Everything's Toyota. Everything's original on it. I don't know if you can see. You see the sunroof. You can see the roof. All the paint's good. This one even comes with the tire cover. All the cables, everything is original on it. It even still has the lock. So there's a little pin here that you can pull out and put it in here. So if it's windy, it doesn't hit you in the head or the back. This is a VX Limited. As you can see, it has the camping package in the back. It is not an original active vacation, but it has the camping package in the back. A lot of people in Japan do this for the tax credit. The jack and everything is in here, and then that's your other portion that comes out. The seats lay down. The way you do it is you lay the seats down and then push this forward and it becomes like a flat area. It's got a little stove. Got water tanks here, and if you lift this, you can lift this too. Super clean vehicle. Tires are good. It does have the AHC suspension, hydraulic suspension in it. I don't know what kind of wheels these are, but that's the one it came with. And I do not have the original wheels, just so you guys know. This vehicle is for sale. It's available in Dade City, Florida. Let me turn the AC down, it's too loud. Oh, one more thing. All the systems here are in Japanese. Not a big deal. Not much going on here. All you control from here is your radio and your AC controls. But on top here, they're in English. I know it's a little weird. It's a mix of English and a mix of Japanese. That's your center diff. It does not have the rear locking diff. You got your cassette player, and then you have your CD player here. That's the CD player right there. That's the cassette for the CDs to load. It's a multi-disc player, so you load like 6, I want to say. There's an extra ashtray with it too. don't know why it's in here, but it came with it. And then some of the little clips and stuff. The car has never been smoked in. Boop. And then here's the ashtray, and it has never been used. I think that's why it has 2 ashtrays in it, because one came with the car from the showroom, and then I think the other one the guy bought with the velvet interior in it. It keeps popping out. There you go. I put a cover on top, and you can see underneath it's brand new. Everything is in great condition. The leather is real soft. The seats, you can see, came with a bunch of records too. Came with 3 keys. I haven't gone through the records simply because the car is in such good condition. Doesn't really matter, to tell you the truth. And AC is ice cold. You got sunroof. Everything works on this vehicle. Came with some Japanese newspapers too. I just kept them when I was cleaning it out. I was like, that's pretty cool. All right. I love the rain guards. They're so helpful. They even bring the wind noise down when you're driving down the road. These are your controls right here. Top left is the idle up. If you're using accessories or any reason you want power from the engine while you're sitting idle, press this and the idle goes up to about 1200 RPM, I think so. You push it again, goes down. Push it again, goes up. This is if you need more power from the engine, you're using it as a generator, hooked up any accessories to it. That's why it's there. And those are your fuel gauge, battery voltage, and on this side you have the oil pressure and the engine coolant temp. Going back over here, you got your side view mirrors, and then you have your headlight washer. All of this works. If you can see, you got 3 keys. Here is your cruise control. Here is your turn signals and your headlight controls. It does have automatic headlights. You come here, you got your wiper controls, front and rear. Here you got your AC ducts, hazard lights, center diff lock. This is your antenna control. You push this, boop, and the antenna comes up. Push down, antenna goes in. You can see right there. When you turn it on, when you turn the audio on, it comes out, and then you can use the button to bring it down or in. So it stays in that position. I don't know if you guys can see it, not just a little out of its sleeve if the sound system is on, and then if you turn it off, it just goes back in. These are your sound controls, radio controls. Right below it is your defroster, and then this one right here is your heat control, rear heat. Okay, high or low. Clock, tape controls, radio controls, and then up here is your AC control. Up here, defroster for the front, and then to press this, This is your AC control. This is your radio. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And then radio, bass, treble control. You press this, you turn the audio off, and you can leave it that way. And I think it goes back to your AC controls if you touch this, and then audio off, and then you can go here. It'll go back to your climate control. Oh, yep. These are your transmission controls. Power if you're towing something, and the second means that the car will not go in first gear. It will start off from a complete stop in second gear. It helps with fuel economy, plus it also helps with if you're in snow or very slippery conditions. Up there is your height control, ACH. Press this and you can lower it. There's 3 settings: low, neutral, and high. This is for your suspension control. Comfort to sport. There is 4 settings. Comfort is like a Cadillac kind of ride, and then if you stiffen it up, the suspension gets stiff. Oh, this GoPro really sucks. It keeps on shutting off because it says it's getting hot. So don't buy a GoPro 12. If you record at 4K, it just keeps shutting off by itself. All right, so going back, I think I ended it here. These are your suspension controls. Then you guys saw this. You guys saw this. You guys saw the condition of the seats. You can see the rear seats too. Everything is in real good condition. Real good conditions. I don't know if you guys can see the miles. Let's see. There you go, 88,044 kilometers. Right now it is in high position for the ACH. I'll bring it down so you guys can, it'll automatically go down actually when I put it in drive and go above like 40 miles or something like that. I gotta shut my cattle gate. If not, the chickens will run away. Alright, we're back. I found my garage door cattle gate opener and I shut it. That's the cup holders. And we're gonna go back here. Alright, let me show you guys how the 4x4 system works. Those of you who don't know, most of you watching this video are probably Landcruiser fans and already know that this is a full-time 4-wheel drive vehicle, and it is always, the transfer case is always in 4-wheel drive high. That's the only way you can operate it, other than in 4-wheel drive low. It's always in 4-wheel drive high. All right, so how do you do that? Right, so first thing you do is you're in park or drive most probably, and then you feel the need that you need to go in 4-wheel drive low. So what you do is you put it, I put it in neutral, bring it to a stop, and then just lightly pull back on the transfer case lever and put it in 4-wheel drive low, just like this. And when you put it in 4-wheel drive low, I don't know if you can see the light or not, it automatically goes and locks the center diff. You can lock the center diff by itself if you just press this button and 4-wheel drive high. But I just wanted to show you that, hey, you can do it this way too. And in this one, there are no front and rear lockers, so it's only a center diff. And I hope you guys can see it, center diff locked, and it is in 4-wheel drive low. The low gear is really low, so don't try this on pavement at all. All right, to get it out, you put it back in neutral, wait for it to come to a stop, because if you try to do it when it's moving, the transfer case grinds. All right, put it back in drive. We are back in four-wheel drive high. And boom. There's gonna be very few times in normal driving you're gonna need this to go into four-wheel drive low. This thing is a tank. And when I say a tank, it is a tank. We're just gonna do a quick drive. I just want you guys to get a feel of it. Nothing crazy. I don't know if you guys can see the gauges or not. And doing 80 kilometers an hour, approximately 1800 RPM. The setting for the suspension is in neutral, which is medium. And then I usually like to go on this little small cut over here, and this turn coming out on the right hand side has a dirt road. I live in a very rural area. I shouldn't say very, because subdivisions are creeping up here, and so I don't know if you guys can tell or not. In Florida, when it rains, everything is very slippery. The grass is almost impassable because it's worse than mud. What I'll do is, this is a rain drainage. What I'll do is I'll put it in neutral, put it in low, diff is locked, and I'm going to show you how easily this thing just passes. Probably a bad idea, but in reality I don't even need four-wheel drive low. So we're gonna go back in neutral. We're out of four-wheel drive low, and now we're just gonna go through this rain ditch. I know a lot of you guys love these diesels. I do too, trust me. The fuel mileage is so much better. The gas 100 series, the 4.7 liter ones, are atrocious. They're still better than the 80 series gas engines, the 4500s. But my lord, that 80 series I have, and I've had in the past, gas ones, are horrendous when it comes to gas mileage. We're on an unpaved dirt road. It has rain, so it's kind of packed. It's a lot better than what usually it is when it's dry. We're doing about, I don't know, 35, 38 miles an hour, about 1100 RPM, and just cruising along. No creaking or any noises. I really like the 100 series. I want to say the 80 series is my favorite, but the 100 series is so much better to drive. It is so much easier to drive every day. The 100 series is really probably best of the both worlds. I know a lot of 80 series people are gonna get mad at me for that, but you can't deny how nice the 100 series is, especially if you can get one in a diesel. I know they're rare, I know they're very expensive, but they are still available out there, like this one. This one is in Dade City, Florida. Please contact me, send me a message if you're interested. I'm gonna point this AC towards the GoPro so it doesn't get hot and shut off on me. If you've never driven a right-hand drive vehicle, it's really a treat. JDM vehicles, there's no competition for them when it comes to low mileage and conditions you can get them in. It's very hard to find vehicles from anywhere else in the world other than Japan that are so low mileage and in such great condition. Very difficult, if not almost impossible. These are a lot cheaper than if you were to find something that was left-hand drive. We all know how expensive the US models are. If you find one with 55,000 miles, we all know how much they're going to be, and most of them are not in condition like these JDM ones. Super clean vehicle. What else can I talk about? I hope you guys are enjoying the scenery too, because I live in a rural area. A lot of farmers, a lot of farms. I should say cattle ranches, not farms. A lot of cows, a lot of dirt roads. Very nice spot. It's in Dade City, Florida. If you've never been, come down here, check it out. Again, I gotta be careful. I gotta keep the GoPro where the AC is blowing, otherwise this thing might again say, hey, it's too hot, I'm shutting down. Questions about the AHC, the hydraulic suspension system. When you're driving normally on a road above the speed of, I forget what speed it is, I think it's 40 kilometers an hour. As soon as you go above 40 kilometers an hour, if you have it in the high setting, it will automatically go down to the medium setting or the neutral setting and stay there. If you are in the low setting, the kneeling setting, as soon as you go above like 10 kilometers, I think it goes back up to normal, the mid-ride height. So the kneeling position, the low one, is pretty much just for you to get in and out of the car easily. People are worried about these AHCs, hydraulic suspensions. Remember, this is a Toyota, and they last a very long time. And I have not had even one go out on me. I've heard stories where they go out, and usually it's a part called the globes that go out, and you replace them and they're back to running like new. A very reliable system, very high tech too, very easy to use, very helpful too, because a lot of people, we have parents, we have people that cannot get into high vehicles. All you gotta do is press a button and it kneels and get in, and then you don't even have to push the button again. It'll go back up to medium height as soon as you go above I think 10 kilometers an hour. Can't beat that. And it's a Toyota, so you know it's not gonna break down. Needless to say, these diesel engines run forever, and when I say forever, I mean it. This is a diesel turbo, plenty of power. I would say it is very close to the gas engine when it comes to drivability and peppiness, and just the drive, you know, how fun it is to drive. It has a lot more torque, low end torque. You can feel it when you drive it. The thing is barely running at 1500 RPM, and it's moving along. It's a low revving engine, and you can take it up to 3000 RPM, no problem. You can be doing 80 miles an hour at 3000 RPM on this car. But that's the range it's designed to operate in. I think it's 3200 RPM, I forget, but it will be very rare when you take it to 3200 RPM. Oh yeah, I forgot about the little fender mirror. A lot of people like these. It's a novelty. It's a very useful tool too. I don't think you'll be able to see it in the video, but the reason for that fender mirror is so the driver can see the passenger side front fender, and in this particular one you can see the front bumper too. So when you're in a tight space or on a mountain pass or in a situation where you need to know where your front bumper is and where your front fender is, all you gotta do is glance over and you'll see it. If there's anything close to it, you'll know it. If you're on a mountain pass, you'll know how many more inches you have before you fall and die. I have driven these. I actually took a 90 series Prado from Karachi, Pakistan, to all the way to the northern areas, and that mirror really helped, because when you're driving on mountain passes that are not paved, not even designed, locals just made them thousands of years ago and they're still there, and you're driving on them, there's not much space, and you kind of need to know where your front fender is. And in very tight situations, you can even see your tire when you turn it, and you know how many inches of dirt or rock you have left before your car falls into a ravine or falls off a valley. So that's why those side view mirrors, fender mirrors, are there. A lot of people use them to park. You can see where the curb is with those side mirrors. It has really big side view mirrors too, so you can see a lot. Same thing for the other side. A very useful vehicle. Toyota thought about everything. You can see the gauges right now. We've been driving for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. The coolant temperature, the oil pressure, the battery voltage, and then there's the fuel. There's no lights on the dashboard. Very, very good driving vehicle. Very fun vehicle to drive too. If you don't like attention, this is not the vehicle for you, because wherever you drive this thing, people want to talk to you. Every time you're putting gas in this truck at a gas station, everybody and their mother wants to know what it is, where did you get it from, why is the steering wheel on the right hand side, and just it's a conversation starter, even when you don't want to talk to people because you got to get somewhere and you don't have time. People still want to talk to you. They want to know what's going on with the vehicle. It's fun. Kind of gets old though, and but most of the time you're gonna like it. I really enjoy driving this vehicle on the back roads, country roads, because you know they're bumpy, they're curvy. This vehicle takes those bumps, uneven spaces in the roads so well. I like driving it on the comfort position. I'm not really fond of the sport mode because it just makes it stiffer. I like my ride plush. You can put it in sport if that's your thing. I would put it on a road that is very flat and well maintained, because in a sport mode you can feel the jitters coming through. Steering on this thing is very nice. You are completely in touch with the road. The steering column, the steering system communicates the road to your hands. You can feel the texture of the road. You can feel the unevenness in the road in your hands. It's a very well thought out system, and it's designed to be that way because the Toyota Landcruiser is a driver's car. It is designed to please the driver. It is designed to be driven. It is designed to be driven anywhere you want, and I promise you, in 99% of those, 99.9% of those situations, where you think that, hey, this might be too much for this vehicle, it will surprise you. This vehicle can do a lot more than we think. It is very rugged and durable, reliable. Toyota goes way out of their way and designs these vehicles to last for, I think they design it for a service life of 20-25 years. I forget what it is, but as you can see around the world, these things are still running. The FJ40 is still in service today in a lot of countries, and people are making a living off them. I know for a fact in South America, Pakistan, and in those areas in the Middle East, South Asia, people make a living off those FJ40s by transporting tourists on mountain passes and taking them to the tourist destinations. I have myself been in those things, and those FJ40s have been doing their job for close to 40-45 years now, and they constantly do it every day. They feed the drivers, the owners, family, and that's what they do. So a lot of people think that, hey, I gotta take very good care of my Landcruiser. These things are designed to be driven without any dealer support, without any parts support. The good thing about the Landcruiser is you can find parts for this thing anywhere in the world. When I say anywhere, I mean anywhere. I used to be in the service and I traveled the world, and I don't think I have been anywhere in the world where you couldn't find parts for the Toyota Landcruiser. Every government agency in the world uses them. It is just that kind of a vehicle. It is designed to just run, simply run, no matter what happens, just run. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this video now. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, send me a message. I will get right back to you. Thank you, guys.